I think he's kind of like a fun guy. He likes to, enjoy himself a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And I think he's got to really get on some like LeBron, Kobe type workout type of shit.
True.
That's what he needs to do. You have an off season of like conditioning and sprints and like he's training for football.
Right.
That's what he needs to do. Because he kind of like, you can tell, he likes to off the ball, so he likes to stand around a little bit. He's not like, he doesn't have, he has a certain amount of energy and he tries to conserve it at sometimes. Where the real goons, they all have endless energy, it seems like.
Yeah, they're going hard.
Yeah, the energy, they're not conserving at any time in the game. They're just pushing and pushing and pushing. And pushing their limits. Giannis is in unbelievable conditioning. That's what makes him great.
His conditioning is
at the top of the league. Maybe the most conditioned guy in the league.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because his motor is running crazy all game. One of his main strength is like he just has an unbelievable motor.
Yeah, shout out to Giannis.
And he's a very aggressive and relentless, and he just has a strong will too. Like you can't. He's like, I'm not going to be denied out here. That's his whole Giannis thing.
Giannis is up there.
Yeah, and I'm like, people are like, Giannis can't shoot. I'm like, you know what? It doesn't even matter because he can get to the basket all the time, and most of these people can't stop him from getting to the hoop. So why do you need to shoot if I can get to the rim all game?
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I can pass, and I can do an open court and defense, and I can just get to the rim all the time. If I get a good head of steam and I'm always running and guys ain't back on defense, I'm getting a dunk. I'll bang you out. If I do that step over move, and I'm in.
It's a fact.
The only way he started to struggle was against high-level and I'm talking about high-level defense of Boston.
Yeah.
That's the only – and even he still had big games against them. But they were able to stagnate him at certain times, especially without Middleton, and that's why Boston was able to win the series. But even they couldn't even really stop him. Be honest. He's like just a relentless right now. Like he teams can't keep up with his relentless coming at you.
Nigga.
You know what I'm saying? He's always coming at you.
Yeah, he like Debo.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
And I think there's a rugged relentlessness to him that's missing in the NBA. There used to be a lot of guys like that were more like that than these guys now who are just like, they're talented, but they're like, like to play video games.
Yeah, kind of like bitch ass niggas.
Like Ben Simmons and
like
Karl Anthony Towns and these probably Luka likes to play video games too. You could tell like they play basketball and they go play video games for like 10 hours straight. These guys, they do. I saw something
Stay on 2K
years ago when before the whole Ben Simmons debacle, like him and Karl Anthony Towns were playing some game online a lot, and the team was even saying to them like, "Yo, y'all got to chill."
2K, man, I got to stay off 2K.
It wasn't even 2K. It was one of them games like them interactive kind of shooting game type of, those type of like Call of Duty or some shit like that. Yeah, like they were playing insane amounts of Call of Duty. These guys. That I read about the story. I was like,
insane about it.
Like 50 hours a week of Call of Duty they were playing type of shit.
I'm coming to battle now.
Like they were on some like, I'm a gamer. Like, I'm trying to win the whole, like some tournament type of shit.
Trying to interact with things. Like, go hit the gym. All right?
Yeah. They play too many video games now.
Look at me. Hit the fucking gym.
Yeah.
Cardio. Go do some burpees, man.
Yeah.
Stop playing with yourself, man.
These guys,
you know what pisses me off, bro? These guys getting paid millions, bro, just to play ball.
And they don't even take it that seriously. They don't
play ball.
Look at Ben Simmons. He sat out a whole year for no reason.
That's sad.
And he was like scared to play in the playoffs. That's what he was just shook.
You bitch ass nigga.
Like how you shook in the NBA?
Yeah,
honestly, when I see Ben Simmons, his rookie year, dude, I was like, this guy's going to be the best player in the NBA one day. That's what I saw, the package, when I seen this guy. I'm like, he looks like he's got a natural shot. He's just not a great shooter yet. Once he gets a mid-range jumper, which I expected, I'm like, this guy's going to be, no one's going to stop this guy. He's gonna be the best player in the league.
Now,
how you gonna stop him? I'm like, look, he's not as relentless as Giannis, but like this guy could get to the hoop all the time. He was strong. He was swift. He ran for a 6'10", 245-pound guy. He ran smooth with a handle. He could pass like a mother. I was like, yo, this guy is ridiculous. He's like an athletic Magic Johnson. Is what I saw. I was like, whoa.
There were certain points that I looked at him like that too.
All right.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. If this guy gets a mid-range Jimmy, it's over. It's over.
He'll be complete all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he got the body, pause.
Everything.
He got the game. He got the IQ, but he just, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you got a jumper so you can't sag off it.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga. That's all.
Because a guy like that, you're gonna give him a 17-foot jump shot. Because if you start playing too, and once he gets, you don't want a guy like him blowing by you all the time.
Right.
So you're gonna give him jumpers.
Yeah.
And if he starts hitting it, then what are you gonna do? You're cooked.
Yeah, good.
Same thing with, and that's why Giannis now. Giannis, to me, his shot has gotten good enough. He makes just enough that you got to play him a little honest. You kind of got to play the jump shot a little bit because he will hit a jump shot sometimes now. A three, a pull-up. I see him hit little short fadeaways. This guy, Giannis, man, I mean, you cannot say, he's the one guy, like, you really can't say that. You can't say he's not a top three. No matter what you think, Giannis has to be in your top three of players in the league right now. You can put an assortment of different guys with him, but you can't make a real top three and not have Giannis as a top three guy in the league right now. You can't.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And it's very easy to argue that a lot of people lean towards him as the best. You could say he is the best player, and you could say he's not, right? You could say somebody else is better.
Yeah, of course.
But you can say, but you got to have him in your top three. You can't really not have Giannis in your top three players. There's no real justification for it. I don't even think you can have Jokic. I think you can even maybe make one without Jokic. There's a few things you could say, but to be honest, you really can't. Got the chip, led the team. The way he's with 2 MVPs, the numbers he puts up easily. This dude's a walking 29, 11, and 6 assists with like a block and a half and shoots 55% from the field. Like. And people say you got no jumper. Who cares?
Yeah, you're bugging.
Give me that. Give me the 30, 11, and 6 assists and blocks and steals.
I'll be the first one to say, like, I'm not
fuck the jumper.
Because I'm not a big fan of Giannis and all that. Because I feel like he's just a big ass nigga. That's like you know what I'm saying? But he don't really got game. But he's developing game, and I have to respect it because he's developing the game. Like, he's a player, like, he don't really need to have a crazy jumper like that. No, like, if he could hit the mid or the base, he'll be good. And because his body and his athleticism does so much.
And his relentless.
Yeah, and he has heart. Yeah. Which is something I always preach. Like, he's my witness on that. Like, I always preach, like, my favorite players are the ones that got heart because they just going to put it all on the line no matter what.
Beat you with heart.
Yeah, he beat you with heart. And he got that chip. I wasn't even mad at him because it was like, yo, as much heart that he played with, deserved that.
And he came back quickly from an injury, unlike these injury milkers. They were like, oh, Giannis is going to miss the first 3 games. Giannis is definitely going to miss 2 games in the final. So he was ready for game 1. And that hyperextended knee, I was like, damn, yo. I was like, oh, that's not a good one.
Yeah.
And this dude came back. He just missed game 5 and game 6 of the Hawks series, but was ready for game 1. And most of the people were like, he's not playing in game 1. You'll probably see him maybe game 3, game 4. And that was reasonable for the injury he had. But Giannis, he's not with it. He's like, I'm out there. And he played pretty decent. Not as full, but still him impact out there was just, it set the tone. Like, our leaders here, bro, he's tough. We're tough. You know what I'm saying? Our leaders tough, we're tough. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they end up winning that series. Because, Giannis showed up a lot of these soft dudes in the NBA now with that type of stuff he does. He's the opposite of this softy shit. You know what I mean? And he didn't even got a jumper. He got a little handle though for a 6'11" athletic dude. He got handle and passing. He just don't have a shot. But but the good thing is he's not scared to shoot. That's that's 90% of it. Even though he knows he's not a good shooter, he will shoot it. He don't care.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this guy's not scared. He'll shoot the ball. He don't even give a shit. So now you got to kind of play him, and then how
at this point with him shooting the ball is a 50-50. So Shouldn't mind him shooting the ball.
Yeah, no, it's like a 30-70, but that's still okay.
Yeah.
It's still 30 can, whatever.
Good cut by Curry.
Yeah, you see how they play.
Ooh, you see the cut?
That's
that was
experience.
nasty.
That's fucking.
And they were lost on that one.
Yeah, that was just two guys who play at a different mind than the other guys. Like Curry and Green on that play were in their own world. Everybody else was in this world, and they were in another world where like they just seen something that they were like, they're gonna see this. Boom, boom. That's that like we played together.
Look,
they're
look,
nice
look,
to
look,
watch.
look.
There
Same
goes
play.
again. Yeah. Like
that's fine.
Draymond's the give and go guard. He's the guard of the
foul.
Draymond is the
the give and go. Yeah, he don't give a damn about scoring.
Because he
want to win.
Yeah, he wants to pass.
Yeah, he want to win.
Yeah, he want to win.
Ooh, Thompson.
When
Clay,
when Clay is in the
like Clay, they getting crazy on him out
Clay
there.
is getting Clay.
83-62, like I said, Luka, my man, but they gonna pack him out of here. They got packed out.
I want to check real quick. I didn't even check the range. Okay, so Game 5 of the Rangers
Side
was
got
tonight.
packed out.
Rangers tonight. Game 5. It was the series 2-2, as y'all know, and it was 2-1 Carolina in the third period. I want to see what happened in that game because I started watching this game. And Edmonton Calgary's on tonight. But let's see what happened with the Rangers. Calgary's up 1-0. They're down 3-1. Game 5 at home for them, but they're down 3-1 to Edmonton. What's going on with what happened to Rangers? Rangers lost 3-1. So they're down 3-2 now, coming back to the Garden for Game 6. That series has been a home series. Carolina has the most interesting record in the postseason this year. 7-0 at home, 0-5 on the road. So, and I think it's going to go to 0-6 on the road because I think the Rangers are going to win at home. Game 6, and it's going to go back to Game 7. And, this game 3-1, Carolina won, but the Rangers had opportunities. This was a game that if you're a Ranger fan, you're like, how could we give this one away? A shorthanded goal they gave up. Then the Rangers had a goal taken away on an offside. They used a challenge. It was that was a tough one for the Rangers. That shorthanded goal by Carolina was a killer to make it 1-0. Shorthanded goals are backbreakers. Because they're kind of like, you're on the power play thinking you're going to score, and then they score. So they're kind of like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got a power play, which is like gold in hockey. A power play. Like, you want to score on your power play, and then when the other team scores on your power play, that's a definite, like, those hurt, those type of goals. So, yeah, Rangers.
Rangers.
I wouldn't mind Calgary winning tonight, making it 3-2 Edmonton, because I want to see more of the series. This Edmonton-Calgary series has been amazing. I like to see Canadian teams in the NHL. Like, they haven't been doing well over the last few years, like Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal. They've been nowhere, these teams. Winnipeg, they haven't been doing shit, the Canadian teams. Even though Montreal did go to the finals last year, which was very strange because they've been awful, like in the lower bottom feeders of the NHL for a while.
Yeah.
And then they went back to being the bottom feeder this year. They went from the cup. They made the cup last year. Now they're the worst record in the East, in the Eastern Conference.
Damn.
From the cup last year. Like, that was weird how they just had one season last year where they just got to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. They were like the 7th seed. And then they went back to being shit the very next year. Like, they just popped up, got to the Stanley Cup Finals, and then went back into the sewer.
Yeah, that shit don't even make sense. Yeah. That's crazy.
But yeah, so it looks like Golden State will, looking like it's gonna be Golden State and Boston in the finals. Like, it pretty much looks like that's what it's gonna be. And that's a really good NBA finals.
Yeah, it is.
Really good. Good matchups. Two good teams playing well. Two teams who kind of, have built through their core guys have been guys they drafted. You got Clay, Dre, Poole, Curry, Looney, All guys Golden State drafted. These young guys. Then you got Boston drafted Tatum and Brown and Smart and Grant Williams and Robert Williams and Pritchard. So these two, and they had Horford for a long time. They didn't draft him, but this is really Horford's second team, and he's been there for a long time. So there's like both teams have like a not like a free agent, but they're really of this organizations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're Golden State dudes, and these are Boston dudes. It's not like a team that like if the Nets made it with a whole bunch of dudes from all these other teams. You know what I'm saying? Like Durant, Irving, they had all teams like that. They have a whole bunch of guys from other teams. You know what I mean? Like if the Lakers too, like none of those guys on the Lakers are drafted by the Lakers.
Yeah, that's true.
Like those type of teams. But these are like good core teams. Golden State and Boston. Like they both.
Yo, where's Luke at?
Right there.
Oh, okay. I barely seen him on the court.
Yeah, I like teams. I like series and teams like that kind of like built up because there's nothing like being drafted by a team because that's the only team you know as a professional. So any habits you have are from that team, and there's just like whatever. There's a pride in playing for the team that drafted you. There's just more of a pride. You came up through the team. You know what I'm saying? Like they had vets. You were a rookie. You felt all of that stuff with that team. So it's just something different. I feel like with teams when you like get drafted by a team, like Steph, Clay, and Dre always been with Golden State. So there's like a pride to them when they play in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing it for my city, my squad. Like this is my team, Golden State. You know what I mean? Imagine how Draymond must be in the locker room before some games. Like this is my shit. Like talking crazy and everybody's getting hype. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like, because he's really feeling that. Like, I'm the Warriors, motherfucker. Like, we're going in tonight, Warrior style. And Steph and them are like, yeah, they know what that's about. And it builds up some kind of shit where, like, they're like, yeah, this is how we get down. And it's real to them because they only played for Golden State.
Yeah. And that builds, like, that mind state, that mentality that, like, you got to look at yourself like, yo, we something special, Like, and we already got, like the Heat. Like their whole like organization, like the way
they're winning
run their shit.
Yeah.
Like I've heard like they got this policy like on certain positions you have to have like 8% body fat.
Probably.
Yeah,
guards.
Like
probably guards have
yeah, like it's like some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's good like to have like your whole camp be run by a certain regimen. You know, like that's important because like once you come into this culture, once you come into this team, this is the type of player that we expect you to be.
Yeah.
No matter who you are.
Yeah, and this is how we play.
Yeah, like you could be the 15th man.
Yeah.
We still expect you to be like this.
That's why the whole thing, you notice how they've kept Udonis Haslem all this years on their roster.
Of course, because it's a part of the core. Yeah. It's a part of the like it's a part of the story. It's a part of the
He's built from Heat.
It's a part of the energy.
He only played for the Heat. He only knows the Heat way. And he's a guy there that even if he doesn't play, he tells these other guys, these new guys, this is how we do things.
Yeah, like Spoelstra the type of nigga to keep a nigga around just to like still have that energy. Like if he can have Wade still be the 16 man, like he will have that. You know, it's like Bosh or like all of those players that really like
those guys can tell stories about other players. There's just a whole thing to it. You know?
Yeah.
That stuff is important.
Very important.
And that's why Golden State Boston is a good finals because both those teams are filled with the teams. Those guys came from only that team. Jason Tatum only played on Boston. Jaylen Brown only played on Boston. Smart. And they've been to playoffs. So there's like a collective there. The collective starts to grow. They grow together. So they almost build like a force field. That it's just like these teams to me build force fields. And like certain things build to it. And like Golden State has a you notice how they had one bad year. They had Durant was gone. They had a tough year. Then last year they were okay. Clay still was out. And as soon as they got fully whole, look at them. Because their force field is strong. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to crack that force field, bro. They've only lost 2 games.
That should have been a foul.
Yeah.
Reggie Bullock he kicked Clay.
Like they
kicked Clay.
Yeah, they're about to be 12-4 in the playoffs.
And
just kind of running through like all their series. It seems like there was never really a scare. No one ever thought Memphis was going to win that series at any point. No one thought Denver was going to win, and no one's really thought Dallas was going to win this series.
They're always in control.
Yeah. They've been cruising. Oh, Luka. They've been cruising to the fucking... They cruise to the finals.
See, but that's what good teams do.
Yeah.
Like teams that know the pressure, they've been there before, they got to stay at a certain wavelength. You know, like that continuity got to stay at that vibe. It has to be like, look, this is the mentality, and we're going to keep it from the first game of the playoffs all the way till we get to that chip.
Yeah.
They're already thinking like that, like we're getting to the chip.
They got championship experience. They got guys that know exactly what to do, how to do this.
So these people like Jordan Poole and all these guys, like they telling them, this is what you show up. Yeah. We're going to give you the ball. Show up.
They start the energy, and these guys feed off.
Feed them.
They feed off of the energy. That's it.
Because by the end of the day, I'm going to do my thing. Steph going to do his thing. Green going to do his thing. Clay going to do his thing. These
and
are people
Jordan
that's
Poole
been
has
there.
shown that he's got a pretty good
They
handle.
brought Iguodala back.
He's got some skills. They have Iguodala on the roster. He's just hurt.
But I'm saying, like,
yeah, they brought
that's
Iguodala
like the
back.
Haslam shit.
Yeah.
That's like the Haslam
yes,
shit. You
yes,
feel me?
yes,
Like,
yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say too. Like,
Iguodala,
that's
same
important.
thing. They brought him back.
These are people that's a part of the
Yeah,
energy of the chip, so they could tell this big ass white boy I never seen on the Warriors be like, look, this is the way you gotta play.
Yeah. This is how we do shit.
Yeah,
this
is the energy. You gotta keep it up. This is the momentum you gotta always be on. You see how Draymond don't give a damn when it comes to the playoffs? Yeah, don't give a damn neither. It don't matter. Hit these niggas if you have to. It don't matter, man.
Remember
if you're gonna get kicked out, my nigga,
Harden, he fucking smashed Harden the first game one.
If you're gonna get
first
that
quarter
tech,
of that series. Remember that big Western Conference series, Houston and Golden State? Game one, first quarter, and Draymond, I remember, smashed James Harden like, yo, this is what's going down, and this is
prepare yourself.
We're paying. This is what on the line. Like it's like that. This is what it means. Right. And he really set the tempo in that series with that. I remember that. I'm like, yo,
Luka with a
and it was a
shot.
dirty shot. It was a cheap shot, but it was almost like, okay, dog, you're playing against us now. You know what I'm saying? Like, This is us now. I remember that with the same thing with the Pistons and the Lakers back in the 80, what was the famous 89 finals?
Right.
When fucking, Magic and Pistons had never been to the finals. It was their first time with Isaiah. Magic and Isaiah were known as very good friends. You know what I'm saying? They played against each other regular season, but now this was the finals. And Magic and Isaiah had always run around as boys, kissing in the cheek, all that bullshit. They were boys, right?
Yeah.
Game one, guess what happens? Magic hammers Isaiah coming down the lane. And everyone's like, whoa. They're supposed to be boys, and Magic set the tone like, nah, son. Now it's the finals, bro.
Basketball, baby.
We never played in the finals against each other.
Different.
This is different.
And
Isaiah was like, what? And then Isaiah and they actually had beef for like years after this, and they were great friends. And it was like, oh shit, like they both tell a story. Like Isaiah was like, oh okay. That's what it is?
It is a different type of game.
Yeah. Magic let it be known, like, yeah, we're boys, but not right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And Magic had to let him know, too,
if you really like something, that's how you going to feel about it. Like, if you, because, like me, like being a producer, like, I take that shit serious. And I've been in certain situations with other producers that's like, they have, like, this big ego about their production and their beats. And I'll be like, all right, I automatically know that I'm nicer than him. And I got shit in the stash I could play right now. His mind's gonna be blown. And I've been in those predicaments and purposely be like, yo, can you pass me that aux real quick? Bang, play some shit. And be like, yo, who did this? Me, nigga. Me. And then just take it off.
Play like 30 seconds.
Yeah, play like 30. Nah, I literally play like 2 beats. Boom. And play like 2 different genres. Like, play some trap shit, play some boom bap shit. Like, bang. All that. Because I know you still trying to get busy on Fruity Loops and make these 808 beats. Luka's going crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's the same thing. Like, you got to have that feeling.
Yeah.
And even if you respect it, because I've been in rooms like, yo, this nigga's nice.
Yeah.
But I still want to get my shit off.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Course,
like, you just got to.
Of course.
But by the end of the day, like, I respect this shit, though.
Same thing with me in football. Like, I used to see players out there. I'd be like, yo, he's nice. But I'm like, yo, I'm about to show you how
I'm about to get crazy.
Get down, too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But you're nice. I see you out there. I see you. And you make me feel good. Like, I'm like, yes, this dude's a nice. I like playing against good dudes. Like, I'm like, yeah, this is dope. Get more good teams in the league. We can rock every week. And I remember the league got to a point where, like, it was like damn, every week is a tough game. I was like, Greg, you made this league good right now. Like every week we're playing a team that's tough. This is good. And it was starting to build rivalries. And I basically got to a point like I hate all these teams. Like there's some sort of beef.
Yeah.
With like it was an ill league that for the 8-on-8 football. You see my pictures.
Yeah. Facts.
Anthony used to come to the games and shit to chill, check them out sometimes. Like the games were fucking competitive. Like it was teams from the Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Long Island, and team comes 1 hour drive in the morning. They coming to bust your ass. You know what I'm saying? They're not coming to just they drove an hour. They want to win. They didn't come to and they want to win. And they don't like there's certain players and things they didn't like. It was a gritty league. And then my team was like the original passing. Like we were like the finesse pretty boy team. But we weren't tough because we were undersized. We were tough. That's why we ended up winning too, because there was a toughness to us that you didn't expect from us. Because we were not a big team. We were a fast team and a smaller team.
Yeah.
But we didn't even have a deep team. Most of the guys played both ways. So we don't come with like 10, and we're not even a big team. And you look at us, but you see we're skilled. They're like, the quarterback's nice. He can throw it deep. He can run.
Right.
The receivers are fast. They got hands. They catch the ball.
Yeah.
You'll see me and my squad, and they're like, okay, they're not big. Their line's not that big, but they're kind of strong, fast type of dudes. But then, we had Trevor and Jose at linebacker, two undersized, fast linebackers. So we were like, these guys are small, but they're fast. They're a fast team, and they're a skilled team. So, but sometimes we'd get beat by more physical teams that would just kind of play bully ball on us, but it didn't work all the time because we were tough enough that we'd get what we had to get. And then we were explosive on offense too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We were the team that could throw 50, 60-yard touchdown passes. So we were dangerous to play against. That's what that made that league good, though. There was teams like that. Then there was another one or two teams. There was a Staten Island team that was like us, and they came out, and they were better than us. And we were like, yo. Nah, we were like, they won the chip their first year. And we were like, what the fuck?
Yo, but
and we ended up beating them the next season, but they caught us off guard. Like, yo, they're better than us at our game. Holy shit. And it made it ill. Yeah,
it looks like Dallas coming back.
Dallas is coming back, like I said at the beginning of the second half. They're down 8. They were just down 21. 23. Dallas is on a 15-0 run. They were down 23 points, bro. They're down 8. Are they going to pull a St. Louis Blues from yesterday? Yeah, that Blues game yesterday was dope. Okay, Jordan Poole. Ooh, that when he rolled in, he almost blew that. That was a strong drive by Jordan Poole. Golden State up 10, late third quarter. Actually, this is going to be the final possession of the third quarter. Luka comes off a screen. Luka's going to go. Luka's going to step back. Long bomb 3. Oh, he almost hit that. And he's hit a couple of them. Luka almost hit that. That was a big miss.
Yeah.
He wanted that one. Luka's starting to feel it, though. Okay, Mavs down 10 heading to the fourth. We got a little game here.
Talk about it.
Down 23 at one point in the third. Mavericks going a nice run. 15-0 run. I know I saw Luka hit about 3 threes in that 15-0 run, too.
Yeah.
Luka was on a step back. That step back to the left 3, he starts hitting those sometimes. And then he feels like he can make every single one.
When he gets comfortable.
Yeah. He's one of those old school. He's a really amazing offensive player right now. Defense, he's up and down on defense. More down than up, but he's so good offensively. Offensively, it doesn't even matter. And he makes plays on defense. He makes a lot of steals. He gives up buckets because
he's good,
but he gets steals. He's a very interesting player. Is Luka Doncic. And they need that. Dallas needs next year, maybe to me, to improve their team is to get a real center. Like Kleber and Powell are both like backup centers. Like they need a big guy who can maybe score a little bit too. Like I'm trying to think of who is a good get for them. Not Gobert, because Gobert.
Yeah, Gobert doesn't score.
No, he doesn't score. He's a goofball. You need somebody with good hands to play Luka. I'm trying to think who would be a good snappy pickup for them to grab. Like Sabonis would have been nice. Honestly, that'd have been amazing for Luka. Sabonis, he's perfect. But they might not even need a guy that good who would fit well with what Dallas does. I'm trying to think. Actually, no. I was gonna say, nah. Blake Griffin would be an interesting role player, but like more of a starter. I'm trying to think of.
Yeah.
Well, Nurkic would be a great from Portland. If I was Dallas, that's a guy I'd be trying to get too. Yeah, he'd be a major upgrade for them, and he could score. They could get him the ball, and that would take. He's a wrinkle they could add to their offense. Yeah, like a big man who's not like, but like somebody who could get 15 points, who's a 15-point guy, big man, 8-9 rebounds, solid, and you're good. You know what I mean? Like Nurkic would be a really good fit actually in Dallas. He can score and rebound. Not the greatest defender. You get a backup. You get his backup will be the good defender guy, and then you have him as a starter. Somebody in that range, I feel like would be nice for Portland. You know, like I can't even think of teams right now. Even Capella, right? Clint Capella.
Just a big man that can score.
Yeah, who's better than these stiffs they got out here? You know what I mean? Kleber can shoot threes, but he can't do shit else. And Powell's like a third string center, really. They have nothing in the middle. They're a small team. They play mostly Finney-Smith. They don't even have a power forward-ish type of guy. You know what I mean? Like Finney-Smith plays the 4 for them. He's really like a small forward. He plays the 4. He's a very small 4. They're a small team, Dallas. They play small ball. Dinwiddie plays really small forward because Luka's really like their big point guard.
Yeah.
Then they got Brunson at the 2. Dinwiddie plays the small forward really for Dallas.
True.
And he played point guard on the Nets. So they're a small team. That's their one weakness. They need to get a big guy. Somebody like Adebayo would be amazing for them.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to get him. But that would he'd be like amazing on Dallas. Adebayo with this team.
Yeah. So it's fourth quarter. Dallas got 84. Golden State 96.
State pushes it back up to 12. Let me go get some water.
Yeah, facts.
You want some?
Yeah.
I said that, Draymond bodies Finney-Smith for and 1, and Golden State's up 15 again. Draymond Green's playing very well, too, for Golden State. He's a tremendous player to have on this type. He makes, like, this team is very unique. We have to really, like, enjoy Golden State while they're here because they're very, they're going to go down as a pretty iconic, like, legendary squad. They're a very unique type of team, the way they built this team. Like, with Curry, Clay, the way they play outside in, with Draymond, the big guy is like the facilitator, and their guards are coming off both wings. Their point guard's really a shooting guard. Their shooting guard's a shooting guard and small forward. Like, it's a crazy style of team. Their bigs are passers, and their small guys are the scorers. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they had Bogut. I really liked when they had Bogut and Barnes. Obviously, Durant was an upgrade over Barnes, but Andrew Bogut was perfect on this team when he was there. A good passing defensive big man who could shoot a little bit. And then they had Iggy, who was another great player for them, who could do a lot of stuff on the court. Livingston was also a great fit. I remember Livingston finally had that good season with the Nets, and everyone's like, wow, Sean Livingston's not a bust. He's actually pretty good. You know, and then he went to the Golden State, stole him from the Nets, and like that was he went to Golden State and became a really good player on that team. Just a good player who fits what they do, you know? And people were like, well, he can't even shoot threes, but like they don't understand, like he can handle the ball, he could defend multiple positions. He screens. He shoots mid-range jumpers. He little mid-post type of stuff he used to do. He's long, fast.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, he finishes at the rim. I was like, the way he built this team, Golden State, was pretty dope. You know?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because Draymond's like a big point guard. Look at him. He's making passes and setting screens.
Nah,
At the
that's his
same
game,
time.
though.
He's got a similar game to Jokic. Jokic is just a better scorer.
True.
He's a much better defender. But they're similar with the way they play. Because they run a lot of that dribble handoff. I'm the point guard, center, point forward, but like I'm also setting screens and I'm inside too. They like to pass to guards. Like it's a similarity. Jokic is just can score more. You know what I mean? And he's a better rebounder, but Draymond's a better they're different but similar, Jokic and Draymond Green.
Yeah, sure.
And they showed a lot of respect for each other when they played each other in the playoffs first round. The way Draymond was talking about Jokic, he's like, this guy made me better. I got better from playing against this guy for 5 games. Very interesting where you can actually run your offense to a big in today's game.
Yeah, because you don't see that a lot in today's game.
Yeah. Like they run, But yeah, NBA, Golden State Boston, that's a good series. Good series. I don't know. I don't even know. There's advantages on both sides. I just don't know which one's going to be weighted more. Like which one's going to weigh heavier in the series. I think Golden State's experience is going to end up winning it for them. But in a tough, late type of like inciting, there's going to be points where you're like, yeah, Boston might win this shit. There's going to be a couple times.
Nah, it's going to be gritty.
Yeah. And it's going to be tight. It's going to be good. That's what I actually can't wait. I kind of want Boston to finish Miami in the next game so we can get into this.
Yeah, right.
Let's get into this. You got matchups like because Boston's an interesting team because they can kind of play big. Like if they go smart at the 1 with Tatum at the 2 and Brown at the 3, they're big. Because then they got Horford at the 4 and Robert Williams at the 5.
Right.
So they're big and long. And Tatum and Brown can handle the 2 and the 3, even though they're like 6'8", 6'9".
Right.
You know what I mean?
Marcus Smart, like he a little bigger than Curry too.
Yeah. And then you can put like Tatum and Brown on Clay and Poole. But then you can also they can play differently and go with Derek White or Pritchard, and then Tatum and Brown shift to the 3 and the 4 instead of playing the 2 and the 3. That's why it makes their team so good. Brown and Tatum can play the 2 and the 3, or they could be the 3 and the 4. Bless you.
Thank you.
And that's what actually, because then they can go with 1 big and those 2 guys at the 3 and the 4 and 2 guards, or they can go 1 smaller guard, those 2 guys on the wings and 2 bigs. True. And then Grant Williams is a versatile guy who can shoot threes, but like play post defense and perimeter defense. He could be like a 4, a 3, or a 5 sometimes. So like their team's very versatile defensively. So it's kind of like it's hard to find a good matchup offensively because they can change on defense. Yeah, the way they play you. They could play small ball defense or big ball defense or medium ball defense.
Right, yeah.
It don't even matter. They got something for all of that, Boston. That's what really makes them really, really good.
That's what Boston got that the Warriors don't got. Like, they got it, but to a certain extent.
But the Warriors have that same type of versatility on offense, which makes it an amazing series. Because, look, the Warriors, they could go with a regular Looney at the 5, Draymond at the 4, and be rugged and strong defensively inside or whatever. But then they can go and have Wiggins at the 3, and then but then they can put Wiggins at the 4, and then have either Draymond or Looney at the 5. So have more of a lineup where they're smaller and more athletic with Wiggins at the 4 instead of Draymond they could go Wiggins at the 4, Draymond at the 5. It makes them even more versatile. You know what I mean? I think they have Looney in certain lines, but then you could take the big out and just go 5 out with them. And that's what's like Draymond at the 5 can defend the 5. So that's when you can when they have Wiggins at the 4, they're dangerous offensively.
True.
Because then they have Steph, Poole, and Clay at the 1, 2, and 3. Think about that. Steph, Poole, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond as their 5.
That's speed too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of speed and shooting. Offensively, it's a ridiculous lineup because you have everything in those 5 guys right there: athleticism, speed, shooting, passing, everything. And you can defend for a decent amount. Like you're not going to get destroyed defensively because you have Draymond out there at the 5, and he can handle himself in today's NBA at the 5. That's what makes him so good, because he can actually do all his shit and play the 5 on defense. Draymond. That's what makes him so ill, because he can play basically the 2, 3, 4 or the 5 on defense. So when you got a passing guy like, see, that's why I said too, the Draymond Jokic thing, they're very similar. Draymond and Jokic can both play the 5 and still be the point guard and play the 5 defensively.
True.
What other 2 players in the league can you say that about?
Oh shit.
A bomb from Bielitsa. Yo, Bielitsa's been going off in since the 4th quarter of last game, where he played great and almost brought them back against Dallas. It's carried over into this game. He's been going crazy. He's been playing ball this game, and he didn't even play games. He hasn't gotten into games since I think they said game 2. He played some. He didn't play game 3. He's been getting a lot of DMPs in the playoffs. He's been kind of the odd man out. But he's like, fuck that. In this game, in the last game, he's doing his thing. Steve Kerr might have to reconsider his rotation in the playoffs, because this guy's playing too good to not have him in there. Almost. You're watching him now, and you're like, yo, we got to have this guy in the game sometimes. Like, he's earned 15 minutes of action because he's playing so well. It seems like they don't even have Otto Porter tonight. Dude, that's another reason why he's probably playing a little more too. I haven't seen Otto Porter at all in this game. Yeah, Golden State's deep, man. They got Kuminga. They can bring in.
Golden State is deep.
Like I was saying to you yesterday, I think they could bring Wiseman next year. Who's the number 2 pick in the draft? Like, he's supposed to be like really talented. Like, he didn't even play this year. He's a big.
Yeah,
what if he comes better than Looney? What if he's like comes out and he's just like, yo, like he's talented and is like playing ball like with a big. He's a big. So they upgrade. Like, that's scary. Like, they could actually have imagine if Wiseman's like a goon and they're like he's out there balling as a 6'11" guy next year.
True.
Oh my God. They might win 70 games next year. Because Poole takes a lot of pressure off Curry and Clay. You notice that, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because he can play either one of their spots. So if they go with the big lineup and one guy's got to be out, Poole could take Curry or Clay out so they can rest those guys. Because Poole can kind of play the 1. You see how Poole can play the 1 right here?
Yeah.
He can play the 1, the 2, or the 3. He's another versatile offensive player, Poole. You know, because he's got size, too. He's like 6'6", 6'7", also. Yeah, Poole, he found a nice place to come to. They're like
perfect place, yeah.
Yeah, Golden State is looking like, sheesh. This team's really well built. And I think Steph wants to win one without KD. Right? I think so. Because I think KD got a lot of credit for those last 2 chips. Yeah, he won Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? The Mavs don't quit, though. Look at my son Spencer did.
Yeah. We got 6 minutes left.
Yeah, there's time left. Spencer got fouled shooting a 3. Yep. Spencino. Bielitsa tried, but yeah, Dinwiddie sold it. Good sell by Dinwiddie. First free throw, good. Mavs down 12. Dinwiddie can cut it to 10 again.
Nah, I still think the Warriors going to close it tonight.
Me too, but the Mavs, I'm telling you, I told somebody today, the Mavs are not going to quit at all in this series. They're just not built like that.
Yeah.
There's not going to be the point where it's like, oh, we're done. Like they're down 23 in the third quarter, and we're like, yo, we're still trying to win this game.
That's a fact.
And they cut it to 8 real quick. Like there's no quit in this Mavericks team, but they have to be like that. That's why I really like them because they're just not. You could tell they're not they don't have championship talent for sure, but they've squeezed every ounce of what they are out. Like this is their ceiling. You know what I mean? They just not have enough talent to win a title right now, but they went as far as they could go, and they're not going to stop. They're going to get every bucket they can.
Yeah.
They're just too small and they don't have enough skill either. They have 3 guys who are skilled. And that's it. And one of them's kind of a small guy. And neither one of them have playoff experience like that. So it's like they don't have playoff experience. They're small. They're not the most talented squad, but they sure did a great job. So big up to the Mavs. They had a great playoff run. It's not over yet, but they had a great run.
Yeah, salute to the Mavs.
But Boston Golden State, I'm looking forward to. It's gonna be wicked. I like the fact that Boston's wings are a little taller than Golden State's guys. Like, can Clay and Poole guard Brown and Tatum?
That's a good question.
Right? That's a very good question. That's why I think Boston matches up good against Golden State. They're the one team they really do because they can play lineups where their wings are bigger and even more athletic than Golden State's wings.
Yeah.
And then you got a guy like Smart who can get into Curry defensively. You know what I'm saying? They match up really well with Golden State, Boston. Very, very interesting series. Then they got the eraser at the rim, Robert Williams, who's throw the plug in there. Is it plugged in? You see it? Yeah, they got the Robert Williams at the rim too, who's looking to block shots. And they got Horford, a big man who can step out and shoot the 3. So if they want to do that, they can actually play Horford at the 5 and have a shooter at the 5. So that's where Boston's also versatile. Yeah, it's right there. Right behind it. Yep, right there. That's where Boston's versatile because they can go Williams or Theis at the 5, who's more of a room runner, shot blocker, rebounder, or they could put Horford at the 5, who could step out and shoot 3s, and that spreads the court.
Yeah.
So Horford's like their small ball 5, power forward. So it's like it'll be interesting. You'll see a point in it where you'll see Horford and Draymond at the 5 for both teams, and that's their both teams' offensive small ball lineups with Horford at the 5. That's where they're looking to score. They'll go like Brown, Tatum, Horford, Smart, and whoever, Derek White, Pritchard, Grant Williams, any one of those 3 guys. And that's when you see when Boston's matching up with Golden State. It's an interesting series. The way the teams are, the way they are, very interesting series. Boston and Golden State.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm looking forward to. Yeah, there's so many different. The coaches have different options too. The coaches can play it different ways. It's gonna be a chess match between Kerr and Udoka.
Yeah.
Both former Spurs assistants, by the way. Kerr played for the Spurs. Udoka was a Spurs assistant for sure. He might have even played with the Spurs too, a little bit. But they're both on the Popovich. They both were in Popovich's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's also another good matchup with that. Because, from the Popovich tree.
That's ill.
Popovich has a big tree in there. And he, like the way Belichick in the NFL, Popovich has a big coaching tree.
Yeah.
There's a lot of his assistants all over the place. The guy at Charlotte who was the Hornets coach, he was from the Pop tree.
Yeah.
Who else? The Nets had one assistant from there who now he went to coach somewhere else. I think he went to go be the head assistant for the Hornets guy, but Pop's got other guys. Oh, Budenholzer from Milwaukee's from the Pop tree.
Okay.
These two
he
guys.
Got it. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, Popovich is like the OG right now.
Yeah, Pop put in twerk, man. He put in mad work.
Yeah, his assistants are everywhere. I think even the fucking Memphis coach is a Pop from the Pop tree. Yeah. I'm going to have to go for the next podcast. Like, what's the Pop tree?
Yeah.
I might do that on the next one. Check this out right now real quick. If I could get some head. The Popovich coaching tree. Yeah. Something's going to pop up. Here we go. Watch. Popovich.
Let's give him that before we sign off.
Yeah. Popovich coaching tree. Let's see. Here it is. Here we go. Of course. Oh, this guy already is what I bet somebody's already with $25. He's gonna like talk about it. Like, you're corny, bro. $25? Get out of here. We gotta tell people about that. Bro, I'm like, I haven't even read his messages and the game's not even over, but like, bro, I got you on your dumb $20, bro. Chill out. These guys are goofballs. Damn, bro, I just had it and then here we go. Okay, Popovich coaching tree. I see a few guys. Steve Kerr. Let's see. Bucks head coach Mike Budenholzer. Yes, we know. James Borrego, the Hornets coach. Ime Udoka from Boston. I was right about that. Who else? Jazz coach Quinn Snyder and Memphis coach all have ties to Popovich coaching tree. Monty Williams, Phoenix coach, played for Popovich for 2 years.
That's real.
Damn. Yeah. All them dudes. I didn't know Utah's Quinn Snyder was also on the Popovich coaching tree.
Yeah, the Popovich coaching tree.
Yeah, the coaching tree. Belichick, guys like, they do it with
Belichick.
football guys like Belichick, Bill Parcells. They have crazy coaching trees too. It's the whole Bill Walsh coaching tree is for the old 49ers of the 80s. The Bill Walsh coaching tree is insane. When you look at it, you're like, whoa. He had mad dudes that were on his staffs that went to win Super Bowls as coaches and shit. Like Mike Holmgren. I don't even want to start thinking about it. There's a lot. There's a few of them out there. From the Walsh trees, like, wow, Andy Reid, Kansas City Chiefs coach, his poetry is wild. Bill Walsh, but yeah, hockey, Edmonton, Calgary. I want to put on real quick because this game. Oh, there you go. Dallas is down 13. 4 minutes, four and change. Luka with the ball. Got it. Bielitsa's still out there. Steph's out there. Jontic drives down the lane over Steph, out of bounds. I don't feel for nobody. I'm actually ready. Golden State Boston is where it's supposed to be. That's the best series, and that's the good series for the fans. That's what I definitely want to see. You know, I want to see the best two teams in the finals. It's going to be good.
Facts.
Look at Luka. Step back. Got it. Down 10. Luka. He's a gunslinger, Luka, though. He don't want it, they're going to go hard. Dallas, this is a memorable season for them. I know what type of season. They can have memories of this season like Dallas. This was cool for them. Draymond over to Curry. Draymond sets the screen. Curry from about 35 feet out. Draymond, floater by Draymond, good. So you see how Curry causes so much space. Fact. You have to guard him 30 feet from the hoop. And then that play where Draymond slips to the hoop, and Curry just drops in that pass. Draymond's got room. He's like 10, 12 feet from the basket on the move. He just throws in a floater. It's good. Dallas misses. Curry, Thompson and Curry playing their game. Dinwiddie with a nice block on Clay. Oh, that should have been turnover. Draymond, screen, Clay, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound. Looney, man. Looney's a scrapper, man. Looney's a killer. That was a killer rebound by Looney. Kicks it out to Clay Day for a 3. Golden State's up 15 with under 3 to go. It's a wrap. Finney Smith pump fakes the 3, lays it home, down 13. It's over. Dallas fought, but they're going to come up short. Yeah. Wardell Curry over to Clay. Clay pull up another 3. No good.
Clay Day was about to go crazy.
Yeah, they were about to blow the roof off just now. They were trying to take the roof off.
It was about to go stupid.
Yeah. They were about to get stupid.
Yeah, it was about
Luka from 3. Rims in and out.
Yeah, Luka is over.
It's a Reynolds. Yeah. Let's get a little Calgary Edmonton going real quick. I think it's late second period. But games. Oh, this is 5. Wait.
Nah, just let this ride. Let this ride.
Hold on. I just want to see. You want to see the Wardell?
Yeah. I'm about to say Wardell.
Oh, they're getting rebounds though.
Okay. It's over.
Quick trick.
It's over.
That was
It's
a
over.
quick trigger 3. You seen that? You seen him shoot the quick trigger three,
So-
Steph? Look at him.
So, Wardell,
Why is he acting like that?
Crodell, he in the
You see
building.
the quick trigger though?
Crodell, being crazy.
Yo, Riley, his daughter looks like him.
Yeah,
Keep that?
yeah,
Riley, everyone knows who Riley Curry is. She's kind of famous for being like
yeah.
that.
At
You
this
remember
point,
when
when she was baby.
Yeah. She looks old, growing up now. She looks just like Steph.
Yeah.
She's definitely
Crazy.
daddy's girl, Riley Curry, for sure. Because I just seen like girl Steph just now when I saw her.
Shout out Riley Curry.
Yeah, shout out to Riley Curry. So the hockey game's on 570. If you switch, wait a second. Wait, what do I do? What's going on here? Looks like Calgary just scored though, family. Looks like goal, Calgary. Oh, it's 3-3 late second period. Yo, this series has been fucking great. Why would I expect anything else? Oh, yeah, Calgary just scored. Johnny Gaudreau tied it up as 3. It's late second period, Calgary and Edmonton. And Calgary scores and takes the lead real quick. Yo, Rilla, every time you hear we put on hockey, there's a goal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Those jerseys are crazy, those Calgary joints. Look at the Calgary.
Yeah,
Them shits
them
is
shit's fire.
hard, right?
Yeah, them shits is fire. Hockey jerseys is fire.
They are, right? Yo, look at them all outside watching the game in Calgary. That's an ill scene out there. That was a nice one. He pulled that out of the air. Ooh, look at his goal by your man.
That was hard.
Look, there's a little crease right there. You got to put it right in there. Look. Boop.
You got it.
Yeah, these dudes are shooters out here. They got shooters out
That's
here.
tough.
I'm telling you, these hockey players have gotten really good. Like, I've been sleeping on hockey for a while. Now I've been really picking it up this year. I'm like, damn, yo, these hockey players have really gotten good. Like, they got snipers out there, bro. And these skating dudes, they can skate like, what? They're like Olympic speed skaters out here, like smoothing and the way they stick fake you and the passing, they're really like passing where like they're making like really on the money passes, and that shit is hard with
Yeah, it was skating and shit. Like,
you know, you just cut it. Look at that pass. They're doing that thing out here, fam. Look at the passing.
that's crazy. 4-4.
I'm done with hockey, bro. I'm done.
That is crazy.
This shit is crazy, son.
That is nuts.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Real about to start fucking with this hockey. Did you see how
That's
dope
crazy.
that goal was?
Yeah.
And those jerseys are dope. Those Oilers
Yeah, those
joints?
are cool. Yeah. The other shit's harder though.
Yeah. Yo, that goal was crazy. There was just some pinpoint passing, and dude took a slap shot from the top of from the point and just buried it. Look at that thing wobble back.
Ooh, that was hard.
Whoa.
Nice.
That was some shot.
Even Bouchard.
Wow, 4 up.
Evan.
That was just good hockey, bro. That's why I'm telling you.
4-4.
I can't stop watching this hockey. This shit is they're just illin' out here. Especially this Edmonton Calgary series has been fucking wicked. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Calgary almost coming. Look at this.
About to fight.
Yeah.
It's lit.
Let's see the end of the Warriors game. We can see maybe Steph talking or Clay talking. Somebody talking. Just not Steve Kerr talking. That's the only guy I'm not even looking for Steve Kerr. He's the one guy I don't want to hear talking.
Steph.
He looks like he's in another world.
So mad happy. He's like, I already know where I'm going.
Yeah.
It's lit.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm telling you, Jordan Poole got a little handles, bro.
Yeah.
He be having some
Yeah,
moves on.
he's
I'm
quick.
Like, yo.
He's quick.
He's out there breaking cats, trying to make fools out of dudes out here. Jordan Poole. He's trying to get on Sports in the top 5. I wanted to get into some baseball. Maybe we'll get in next time.
Yeah,
but just real quick, the Yankees got the best record in baseball, and the Mets
Right
have the
now?
second most wins.
Ooh.
How about that?
New York holding it down
Yeah.
right now. Yeah.
Yankees got
like
the most wins in baseball, and the
I like
Mets are
that.
second. So they're both the
like
New York
that.
teams are playing very well. The Yankees' big name, big hitters are hitting
Damn.
this year. Their top guns are gunning, and the Yankees have found pitching. They found some good pitching in some good areas. Like they found this guy, this Nestor Cortez guy. Looks like some guy you'd find on Sunday playing softball somewhere.
Yeah.
Like he don't look like he's one of those dudes like you like. He's not like a athletic looking dude. He's kind of short, but he can pitch, and he moves quick. He's like got an old school. Like you'd have found him in the '60s, but he's here and he's on the Yankees getting busy. Like, and he looks like he's like 5'9". He's not muscular. He looks like some guy like a Super Mario type of dude, like Luigi. He looks like, and he shuts people down. And the Mets have actually been doing great without their best pitcher. He hasn't even played at all. And their second best pitcher just got hurt. So we'll see how they manage that for a while. But Mets have been doing their thing.
Yo, salute to the Mavericks.
Yeah, look, good season for Luka. Now, Luka's got to have a bigger offseason. Luka can't go back
going to the finals, baby.
Yeah, Luka can't go back to Slovenia and start eating fucking crab cakes and shit. He's got
Caviar.
Yeah, caviar.
This nigga's gonna be eating mad coke.
It's your man, yeah. Eating fucking, souvlakis and shit. Luka.
Mad ham and olives.
Yeah, mad olives.
Mad olives. Like, no, nigga, that's not a diet. In the gym, niggas like, no, I'm nice. Like, nah, nigga, that's not enough.
Drinking like European beers and shit.
Yeah, like some fucking.
They said there was some
IPAs.
Yeah. There was some corny picture
Mad
of Luka
lager.
drinking beer somewhere like recently. Like, all right, big deal.
Yeah.
They were trying to make it like, oh, why is he drinking? European cats do that.
Yeah.
They were talking about one time like Tony Kukoc. They were talking about, I forgot what they're talking about. And they were talking about how Tony Kukoc took them out for lunch and like how Europeans. So Steve Kerr was telling the story that they went out to eat with Kukoc and they drink a lot of coffee, European style. So Kukoc is having coffee. And I forgot what the rest of the story was, but it had something to do with like eating a good amount before game and then drinking coffee. And Kerr was like, damn, I feel like shit. And how did like Kukoc go and play after that? He's like, that's their European kind of way. Like they just do stuff like that. Like Jokic this offseason already.
Yeah, he's already getting wild.
No, he actually he's on his farm. Like people are looking at him. He's probably gonna win MVP. The players are going and they picture Jokic in Serbia on a farm, like working with like playing with like working with horses in a fucking stable. That's what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
He's like fucking having riding horses already and like working on his own farm with mad animals and shit, like cattle. And, like he's a real like a rural village like European cat. Like he likes to be out in some village somewhere sometimes too, fucking with like goats and shit. Jokic.
Yeah, he's some niggas farm like. Niks lachen, man.
Yeah. He's that fucking. I was like, for real? Jokic is already doing that shit again? I was like, that's kind of cool, though. That's what makes him cool in the NBA, too. Like,
yeah, that's what makes him him, man.
He's like,
Yeah, he's that dude.
Yeah, he's just like, I like basketball, but I can go back with the goats, too.
That's a fact.
And the he's like cleaning cow shit. I'm like, yo, this dude is just like, he's a ill cat. He's cleaning goat shit and shit in his farm right now. And he made like $25 million last year playing basketball.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. He wants to clean like the farm and like
some next.
Yeah.
Well, nigga. That's a fact. Yo, this is episode 17, Critical Thoughts. My man Adam Neal.
Oh, so what we talking about? Yeah, real quick. Rolly or Tank?
Tank, bro.
I'm going to go with Rolly.
Tank.
I'm going to go with Rolly just because I feel like he sold the fight so well that he should win it. He really sold the fight. Obviously, Tank should win. But I'm just going to make up this thing now because Rollies was the one who sold the fight. I want him to win. Just because he put in more work selling the fight than Tank did. I'm going to say he'll win it just because of that. It doesn't really make it's not really a scientific boxing explanation.
Tank with a body blow.
But say Rolly somehow wins. I have I don't know. I have no idea. He's just going to figure it out somehow, I guess. But Tank, I'd like to see also Tank win too because I'd like to see him get a bigger fight down the road. Because Tank is a guy that some of these dudes need to see, and he needs to see them. You know what I'm saying? Tank need to see Lomachenko. Tank need to see him. Tank need to see Kambosos. Tank need to see Teofimo. Tank need to see Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Tank need to see Shakur Stevenson. He need to see somebody. He need to see somebody. So, with these Isaac Cruzes and these, and these Rollies and these Leo Santa Cruz.
Facts.
It's all right, but he's got to get to that. We've seen enough of those.
Yeah,
we see him fight one of those dudes I just mentioned.
Yeah.
He's really got to fight soon.
Yeah.
Any one of them. There he is.
Fact. So signing off.
Young Ant, we're signing off.
Hey, like, subscribe, comment, please share the video. Let us know what you think. The next episode, we're going to hit y'all off with some shit. I promise y'all.
To the next episode.
Fact though.
Peace.